So excited to welcome back Stephanie Barger today, who, if you've been following this interview series, you already know she's quite the most wonderful animal behavior modification specialist. And I'm really looking forward to today's conversation because this is a problem that a lot of people have, and that is dogs and fireworks and how they react to fireworks and what the heck do you do if you have a dog that's afraid of them. Welcome back, Stephanie.
Hi, Lee. It's good to see you.
You too. So are you ready for the 4th of July this year?
I am. I am. I didn't previously have to do a lot of prep, but recently I have to. So I'm all set.
I'll set. Listen, I before we begin, I want to remind everyone that once a month you have a call where anyone can join in. It's like a Zoom call
Yes,
where
it is.
anyone can join in and ask any
Mhm.
questions they have about behavior and animals.
Mhm.
Would you share with us again, and I'll be sure and put it in the notes, how people can find you, when and where?
You mean outside of the
In
one
that free,
hour office hour?
where is the free hour that you give to every?
Oh, right. I do that the second Monday of the month at noon, and that's Mountain Time.
Okay. Do
And
you
I'm on there for about an hour. Sometimes there's a lot of people and sometimes there's not so many. So you might get some one-on-one time with me. You might be sharing it with others.
definitely worth taking a look, everybody. And I wanted to make sure we put that up front because that's an important one. But
Thank
now
you.
on to fireworks. I have such memories of my 110-pound black Labrador retriever who always had to jump in the bathtub
Hmm.
and hide in the bathtub when there were
Yes.
fireworks. And
Yes.
I wish I've learned a lot since then, but I wish I had known more about what to do. So let's talk about that. What are some of the early signs of firework anxiety in dogs? And how can people prepare in advance to help their dogs through the 4th of July or any fireworks?
Right. Right. 4th of July is a big one, as is New Year's. So, it's spaced out about, every 6 months, you have some big events. But then also, depending on what's going around you locally, state fairs will frequently have fireworks. If you're near a stadium, sometimes they'll have fireworks with various sports activities. So you may be encountering fireworks more than that, depending on where you live. And I just want to start off with an anecdotal, a personal experience. I have the tray over here behind me, my little companion.
You there?
Um, he's right there.
Ah,
He's in his Zoom post. You'll see him in various positions, but that's usually where he's at when I'm on Zoom. He used to not care about fireworks or other loud noises. And just in the last year, he's going on 12 now, but in the last year, he started having problems. I noticed a little bit of it after the last 4th of July. And now he does get quite agitated and scared with those loud noises. So previously, he was oblivious to them, and now he is very uncomfortable to the point where he is not settling while the fireworks are going on, and it may last for a period of time after that. So one of the things that I did immediately when I started seeing the signs that he was uncomfortable and managed to realize, oh, fireworks are happening, is you need to prepare in advance. You need to make sure that everything that you might need to help your dog feel more comfortable, you have in your hot little hands before at least the 1st of July. Because I don't know about you, but in my area, fireworks don't they're no longer just on the 4th of July at night. They happen anywhere up to a week earlier or a week later. And so you want to make sure that you're being proactive and you're getting everything in place that you need for your dog to be more comfortable before the fireworks actually start. So one of the things that I did is I consulted my veterinarian. There are prescriptions out there that can help for sound sensitivity. There are pheromones that can help some dogs. There are products out there like a Thunder shirt that may help your dog as well. What is also really important is, particularly if your dog struggles, but even if they do not, it's not a very good idea to have them outside where the fireworks are happening. Now, strangely enough, that doesn't really bother Tran when he is outside, because for whatever reason, he understands the fireworks better. They don't seem to bother him, or at least they haven't yet, if they happen to go off. It bothers him more inside, but many dogs that are left outside or taken outside unsupervised, you let them out to do their stuff and the fireworks happen. Most of them, that's when a lot of dogs get lost. They panic, they flee, they run, and you've lost them. And hopefully you find them again, but who knows if you will. So be careful about your outside time. If you're one of those people that likes to have the windows open, I would shut them. I would be making sure that they are given a safe space that is also as sound masking as possible. So that might be a bathroom. You know, you said that you had, you know, your boy that just wanted to hide in the bathtub. Well, frequently there's fewer windows in those rooms. They're smaller. There may not even be a window to the exterior. So if it's the master bedroom, there may not even be in that master suite a window. There might be an area where you can actually give them a much more insulated environment. An internal room where all four walls are not an external wall is ideal. And set them up someplace nice and comfy. You can also mask the noise by playing music, a noise machine. And if you're getting a noise machine, I would play around with the different colors of noise, because some are more effective for some dogs than others. So maybe pink, maybe white, maybe brown, maybe green. Just kind of play around with them. So ideally, if you're going to get a sound machine for this purpose, you want to make sure that it can do all the things, not just white noise.
Do you need to have anything else available, like treats or toys or
You
cuddling?
you can. Problem is, if they are truly panicked, they're probably not going to take food. Okay. They're probably not going to want to play. So you can leave them there for them and be there with them. I like to be in the same room with a dog that is uncomfortable, but not forcing engagement. So I'm there. You want to come and get reassurance, I'm here for you, but I'm not going to push myself on you, because they are more likely to do something that you would rather they not do. They might snap at you, they might growl at you because they're so afraid. So being present but not forcing yourself on them is great. And you can also look into pheromones, where Adaptil is a big one. You can get collars and sprays and also plugins. And that's pheromones that help the dog to calm as well. And of course, there's all sorts of treats and that type of thing. That's why I suggest that if you have a dog that has problems, you start early, because not all of these things is going to work for every dog. And so you really have to find the recipe that is going to best benefit your dog.
And you mentioned also, talking to a veterinarian, that really helps a lot, because there are medications that are available, like you said, that you
Yes,
can't necessarily buy over the counter. Are there any
correct.
other proven techniques or products that help calm dogs'
So
pheromones?
we all give off pheromones. Those are smells, basically, that our body gives off. And the pheromones in Adaptil mimic the pheromones of a mother with her a female dog with their litter. And so it can be very soothing for a lot of dogs. For some dogs, it has the opposite effect, and that's why you have to test these things out beforehand. You may not know if it's going to give them enough relief, but you will know whether or not that is just not going to be helpful
How will you know?
by using them ahead of time when there's no noise and seeing how they're reacting to it. So the pheromones, they're going to be in the air. And so if you go ahead and put that plug in or put on the collar and you're starting to see more agitated behavior, whether that's some dogs get more aggressive, well then please don't use that during fireworks, right? That's something that either gets donated to, you know, the local rescue or gets thrown away because it's not going to be helpful for your dog. It's only going to make things worse. And so by testing some of these things out, you also, if you want to do medications, I like to test them out and make sure that there are not any side effects that I'm not comfortable with.
Right. That's always, it's smart for dogs, it's smart for people, it's smart for everybody.
Yes.
But it's important to create a safe and comforting environment for your dog during firework displays, and you went through how to do that. What if you're not going to be home during the firework display? Just pretty much the same thing. Make sure that they have all of the stuff you talked about. Is there anything else?
Yes, but I would have someone stay with them.
Ah,
I would not be, and someone that the dog knows, not a complete stranger. So having a pet sitter come in, but a pet sitter that they've been with before, another family member stays home with the dogs instead of going out to view the fireworks. I personally, if I know that my dog is going to panic because fireworks are happening, I wouldn't leave them alone, because then what you're going to experience is all of that fear, and they may be trying to get to you because you might be the one thing that, even though they're still panicking, it's better than being alone. And so I would not leave my dogs alone in a situation that I knew was going to elicit panic. That would be the same thing. Some dogs are terrified of thunderstorms. So,
right, right. Same thing. Absolutely.
yes.
This has been very enlightening. Everybody, we have a lot of really interesting topics coming up with Stephanie. One is going to be what to do with dogs when you're going away on vacation, how to keep them happy while you're away. We're also going to be doing one that I promised we'd do earlier. My dog pooped on the floor and I'm so mad I could scream, help. I'm really looking forward to that one. Not that anyone has ever had that problem, ever.
I do just want to add one more thing in
Oh, please.
preparation. I'm sorry. If you want to make sure that that safe space for your dog is not only when the scary things are happening. You want to let them have access to that spot throughout the year, not just when fireworks are happening, because dogs are great at figuring out patterns. And some dogs will be like, uh-oh, we're going into the room, so something scary is about to happen. And so you want to have it someplace where, you know, you can actually let them have access throughout the year when fireworks are not happening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you again soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lee.
Bye.
Bye.